Shalom Israel. This video, man. I had to come out in the spirit, man, because no one else was talking about this except a couple other brothers. I was watching my brother Sakari, brother Gorilla Hebrew, his YouTube page, and he's talking about it. But a lot of Israelites and a lot of other people, they ain't talking about it, man. You know, we don't. There's no uprising with this as there's with Mike Brown or with all these other shooters, man. Like, where's our people at supporting these people, man? Um, they're nowhere. So this story, man, is about some white woman, man, that was an off-duty police officer, Esau. Her name's Amber Guyger. Now the police, they haven't even released this woman's name. They haven't released anything. But Black Twitter, they don't came up and did the research and figured out who it was and everything. And her name is Amber Guyger. All right, this is the white police officer that killed his brother. All right, now this brother was sitting in his apartment, right? And the apartments, you can't unlock the door unless you got the exact key. And if you try to unlock the door, it turns red. And it only turns green unless you have the exact key. And the story this officer gave was that she, after work, after her so-called shift, devil shift, Esau shift, she went to this man's apartment thinking it was hers. Okay, so you're gonna see in this video how it's impossible that she would have did that, because first of all, you see the number, and first of all, you don't went to your apartment went to your apartment multiple times. Anybody don't went to their apartment multiple times, you're gonna know exactly what's your apartment. This whole story doesn't make any sense. And plus, you have to have the exact key, and especially on this apartment, it's more high tech, so it turns red if you try to do anything to jiggle it if you don't have the same exact key, and you can't get in. So she said that she was coming into this apartment thinking it was someone else's. I mean, thinking it was hers, but in reality it was someone else's. All right, she thought it was her apartment, which doesn't make any sense, man. Anybody with any reasonable thinking would know that's some BS. All right, but she says that it was she had thought that it wasn't her apartment. She thought it was her apartment, and they're not clear how the whole situation went out. But my thinking is the brother opened the door for her, all right, and she says that she thought it was her apartment, and she thought it was an intruder, so she shot and killed the man in his own apartment. All right, it's unbelievable, man. Any person with their right mind, if this man was a white man, you know this wouldn't have played out like this. There's no way she would have shot that man. And what thief opens the door for the person? What thief will open the door in your house? What thief? Man, there's just so many, just nothing makes sense in this story, man. All right? And these devils right here, man, even our own people, haven't even released any information about anything, man. All right? They're trying to charge her with manslaughter. All right? All right? But you see right here, he's purposely murdered. You know he's murdered, man. Anybody with common sense, you went into this man's house and shot and killed him. That is murder. All right? If it would have been us, they would have had our picture all up on the internet, everything about us all on the internet, everywhere, and blasted our name everywhere. All right? We know how they do black people. Because this is a white woman and she's white and, she's Esau and she has blonde hair, there's nowhere near the same response, all right? Nowhere near, because it's one of their own. And you know they're devils, man. Look at this, man. You see the 5-point star, man. We know what that represents, man. He's a devil, man, all right? These people are devils, man, all right? Our own people, sellouts, man, all right? But this brother was a Haitian brother from the tribe of Levi, if I'm not wrong. That's what I think my brother said. And it's just sad that no one else is talking about this, man. You don't see this all on your news feed, all on everything. It's not blowing up like all the other stuff has been blown up. All right? There's a reason why, because this is the one where this guy He went to church. He was the highest in his class. He done everything right in the ways of this world. All right. I'm not saying he was in the truth, or actually, you're not even supposed to be going to these Christian churches if he was in the truth. But in the eyes of this world, he was doing everything right. He wasn't no thug. They couldn't pull a thug card like they put on Mike Brown and like they put on all these other black people. All right. So they couldn't even pull that card. All right. He was working for a business and everything, man. And this man got gunned down in his house by this white officer, and they charged him with manslaughter. But there hasn't even been any charges yet. They said, a day or two ago that they were charging her with manslaughter, and she hasn't even been charged yet, man. It's been, 3 or 4 days since it happened, and there's been no charges issued on this woman, man. They said they were going to issue charges, but no charges have came out, okay? And the charges for manslaughter. Let us go into a white woman's house and shoot her dead, all right? And you see if they charge us with manslaughter. All right, I put my bottom dollar on it. We're going, and we would have been caught so fast. There wouldn't have been no debate on whether we was going to charge them. There wouldn't have been no debate on all these things, man. All right, this woman is walking free right now. She hasn't been charged with anything. These damn devils, man. Here's the video, man.
PM. A Dallas officer called police dispatch saying that she had just been involved in a shooting at these apartment complex in the 1200 block of South Lamar. Now, preliminary information suggests that the officer was in full uniform and just finished working a full shift. And then she reported to responding officers that when she came home, she entered into the victim's apartment believing it was her own apartment.
Pause. How do you go into someone's apartment believing it's your own apartment, man? Anyone that lives in an apartment, you know exactly where your apartment is, man. You know exactly where you're going. But she has the nerve to say that only way you would do something like that is if you were drunk, all right? Or you were under some type of drug. Or you were under some type of hallucinogen, or whatever they call it, okay? No person in their right mind is going to confuse their house with anybody else's house, especially if the key doesn't work, and especially if you look up after the key doesn't work and it's a different number. They had numbers on the apartments, all right? So this whole story is just BS to me, man. I get the sense that they're protecting this woman, man. All right, and you know that they are.
And at some point, she pulled her weapon and shot the victim. The responding officers administered aid to the 26-year-old male victim until the paramedics arrived, at which time he was transported to an area hospital where he was pronounced deceased.
You said the belief is that this officer went into what she believed was her own apartment, but it was not. It was a different apartment in the building, and this person who is now dead was inside there at the time?
That is correct. That's what preliminary information is suggesting at this time.
Did you think that this was an intruder in her apartment?
Well, I won't go into that information.
They don't even go into it.
We have not interviewed her, and this is just, like I said, this is just a preliminary statement. We still have a lot to do in this investigation. So
the other brother video I'm watching, he said bullshit.
This is all we can give you.
Okay. Yeah, it's a partial payment. Okay, so I'm here at the south side of Lamar. I ran into a gentleman who's actually going to show me how the keys work.
Now, this is the apartment, all right? This is how the keys work here, man, okay? So you're going to see exactly what it looked like from her perspective and exactly how she could have somehow thought that it was another apartment or thought it was her apartment or could have, maybe mistaken it. There's no way, all right, once you see this setup, all right? Now, look.
So this is his apartment. Okay. Right.
Turn green.
Turn green.
It opens up
and you
when
turn.
it turns green. Okay. All right, and that lets you know that that's your apartment. Mm-hmm. But
All right.
it's not your apartment.
Now look at this brother go to the other apartment, and look what happens if he tries to use that same key knob. Okay.
So now we're gonna walk over to his neighbor's apartment. So if it doesn't work, if the key doesn't fit and the good doesn't work, it's not going to turn or do anything. Do you see this? It's going to turn red.
Red.
So we have some inconsistencies in the story because even if you thought that was your apartment when it didn't open, then what do you do? Like if it doesn't open, right? Okay, y'all,
What
just
do you
coming to
do?
y'all with tidbits of information. This is Southside of Lamar, 1210 Southside, regarding the officer-involved shooting that occurred yesterday.
All right. Now this is when the brother, all peace be unto him, man, got murdered, man, in his own house. This is when he got dragged away. All right. And this is what this is where this is right here. And before I continue this video, I want to give all credit on this video to who is this, All Viral Access Media, whoever that is, and yeah, All Viral Access Media 2. All right, this is the video I was watching, so I just want to make sure, give credit whoever put this all together. Okay, but here we go. They doing CPR on the brother, man. You see how they doing resuscitation on the brother, man, after he just got murdered. All right, his name is Botham Gene. I don't even know if I'm saying it right, man. Shalom if I'm not saying it right, brother. Peace be unto you, man. It's a sad case, man. Sad. Here we go. All right. Now here you're gonna see the woman after she did this, and you tell me if this looks like someone who just shot a intruder. See if she so-called thought it was an intruder in the house. You tell me if this looks like someone who shot an intruder. All right. Immediately after, this is her. This is her making the 911 call. All right. She's crying, walking back and forth, pacing. All signs that she knows she fucked up. Alright? And they're gonna run the video back again. Alright? This is Amber Guyger. Esau.
Peace,
All right.
everybody.
I think that's all I wanted from this video. We'll get right here. A Dallas police officer returning home from work shot and killed a neighbor after she said she mistook his apartment for her own, police said Friday. The officer called dispatch to report that she had shot the man Thursday night, police said. She told responding officers that she believed the victim's apartment was her own when she entered it. And we just seen how the apartment was set up. That's some BS, man. Dallas Police Chief Renee Hall said at the press conference that her department is seeking a manslaughter warrant. They never put out this warrant, man. All right, who won't be identified until she is officially charged. She hasn't been officially charged, man. The responding officers administered first aid to the victim, who the Dallas County Medical Examiner's Office identified as 26-year-old Botham Gene. He was taken to the hospital and pronounced dead. The officer, who is white, who is Esau, all right, will be placed on administrative leave pending the outcome of the investigation, police said. Authorities said how the officer got into Gene's home or whether his door was open or unlocked. All right, man. Just a bunch of BS, man. I want to see if there's anything else from this video. All right, the officer was in full uniform. When she shot Gene, who was black, Hall said. Hall couldn't provide the location of the officer or whether she was in custody. Hall said the officer's blood will be tested to determine whether she had been using drugs or alcohol. She said the officer hadn't yet been questioned. Right now, there are many questions that we have answers. Anyone can, they're even saying that, man. They haven't told anything. The police haven't released anything. But when we're down for murder or we are involved, they blast our face all over the place. They haven't even released this woman's face. They haven't even released her name. All right? Okay? And we know, like, if this was to happen to us, man, we would get blasted on the media. All right? Some thug went into killed a Dallas man's one. That's how they portray us, man. All right? But when it's the other way around, they protecting their own, man. They haven't released anything. All right? Hall said she had spoken with Jean's sister. Oh, my bad. Let me start back right here. Right now, there are more questions than we have answers, Hall said. When officers initially responded to the scene, they began investigating the case, an officer-involved shooting, Hall said. When the circumstances led us to another direction, she said the department invited the Texas Rangers to take over the conduct in the independent investigation. Hall said she had spoken with Jean's sister and offered the family condolences. Residents of the apartment complex said they can access their units with a regular key or through a keypad code. Two women who live on the second floor near where the shooting happened said there was a lot of noise late Thursday. It was like police talk, open up, open up. But my understanding is that from my brother Gorilla Hebrew, he said that he talked to the women that were actually her next door neighbor, and she said she didn't hear anything. So, you know, it's a lot of, you know, bouncing back and forth, man, in this man. You know one got the actual story, man. No man can bring that brother back, man. No one can bring brother Botham Shem Jean back, man, to him actually show his real story, man, and him tell it how he seen through his eyes. So we heard cops yelling, but Yasmin Hernandez, 20, was studying with Simpson when they heard the commotion. We heard cops yelling, but otherwise had no idea what was going on, Hernandez said. Jean grew up in St. Lucia and attended Harding University in Searcy, Arkansas, where he often led campus worship services before graduating in 2016. The school said in a statement. That July, he went to work for PwC in risk assurance. In a statement released to the station, the company called his death a terrible tragedy. Botham Jean was a member of the PwC family in our Dallas office, and we are simply heartbroken to hear of his death, the statement said. So, like I said, man, nothing changes for us, man. Nothing. Nothing ever changes, man. It's the same thing, all right? So, that's the brother right there to the left, all right? Just trying to see if I can get his next picture, all right? But there he goes preaching, you know, so-called, man, you know, I don't know if he's preaching right here. He might be no, he's speaking at the Harding University. He's speaking at his university or whatever, you know. Got caught up in Esau's world, man, you know. Still peace be to the brother, man. I hope somehow he got the truth, man, and was trying to live right, trying to live by the Most High God before he left, man. But, you know. All right, this is the so-called woman right here. That's to the left, that's the Amber Guyger devil, blue-eyed, green-eyed devil. All right. He shot this man down in his own house. All right. There she goes again. Damn devil. No way around it. That's the brother right there that she killed. All right. These are more pictures of it. That's another picture of it right there. All right. That's him speaking and stuff. All right, let's let me get back. I want to show one more video. Let's get this one.
Because reportedly, the 26-year-old was, you know, at his home.
Now notice the difference how they report this.
You know, we don't know if there was anyone or even surveillance cameras or anything like that in the hallways. I mean, what's the likelihood of that?
Well, you and I have talked about this many, many times, Fred. So we live in the 21st century, and in this 21st century, there is an abundance of available technology afoot. So let's just, again, let's suspend disbelief and let's pretend that there was a beef between these two people.
Pause. You heard how this man act like there wasn't no technology before him, man. Like, we live in the 21st century. Little does he know the people of old times had more knowledge than him, man. The people of old times had all these things discovered today that y'all so-called discovered. And they didn't get it through witchcraft. They didn't get it through these devil ways, man. All right? People, they want to make you think that everyone before them were, heathens. People that are in caves and stuff, man. They don't want to give credit that the black man had all this stuff before them, man. So-called black man, who were Israelites.
Certainly go to their social media platforms. They can look at the digital exhaust from, telephone calls, things like that. They will certainly use everything. Travel patterns, easy pass, license plate scanners. They'll certainly do that. And then it'll be a lot of investigative work, as in talking to human intelligence, talking to family members of the deceased, talking to other residents in that little enclave, and finding out whether or not there's any predisposition here.
Yeah, this is very perplexing, and I'm sure it was very difficult too for Dallas police to respond to this, to now try to investigate, and then now try to reveal, what has been pieced together.
It's awful, and this is at a particular time in our history, Fred, as you and I have discussed before as well, where relationships between police, communities of color, they're very heightened right now. You want to make certain accidents happen, mistakes happen. This officer is certainly entitled to due process.
They try to push everything like that,
but those questions have got to be asked, and the investigation has got to continue. Hopefully, we'll know some answers to that very soon.
And you bring up color because we're talking about the officer, white, and the 26-year-old who was in his apartment, black.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, James Galliano, thanks so much.
Black Lives Matter did nothing for you, man. This is the next video. We'll watch one more. This is the woman that came out, man. Now look how perplexed she is. Everyone is there. They don't know. They're dodging the questions. All right, Salakia.
I want to first start by offering my condolences to the Botham, Shem, Jean family. We want to be, and we will be, as transparent in this investigation as we can be.
They haven't been transparent. They haven't released any information. They haven't released the woman's name. They haven't released what she looks like. They haven't put any pictures on her. They haven't released anything about this woman. Everything that people have on this woman have been done to Twitter and other social media platforms where people have been looking her up and looking up her family and putting puzzles together, man. More than they've done, all right? Because they know, man, they're hiding it, man. All right? Did a lot more than they've done. Okay?
And that is why we have called this news conference today. I want to give you the details that we have and what we know so far, and to clear up any inconsistencies that have already been reported.
But she's not going to clear up any inconsistencies. I can promise you that.
Last night, a female Dallas police officer returned to what she believed to be her apartment after her shift had ended. She was still in uniform when she encountered Mr. Jean in the apartment. It's not clear what interaction was between...
Hold up. I thought she was going to be transparent, but it's not clear. What happened, man? What did she say happened? Release some information to us. All right? They're keeping everything from us for a reason, man. Where's the outcry for this, man? Israel? So-called Black Lives Matters? Black Lives Matter, man. This stuff is not going to get you nowhere. Black Lives Matter isn't going to save you. All right? Yahweh Shema Mashiach Yahushua is the only one that's going to save you, man. You got to come into this truth and know you're an Israelite and keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, man. And have the faith in the works, man. None of this other stuff is going to save you, man. Where's the outcry? Where's the Mike Brown outcry and all the... Where is that at?
Her and the victim. But at some point, she fired her weapon, striking the victim. She called 911. Officers responded in about 4 minutes.
At some point, she stopped. They don't know what happened. At some point, she fired. I thought she was going to be transparent, man. All right? At some point, she fired the weapon. They don't know what happened. What happened for her to fire the weapon, man? These are big clues that they're hiding things from you. Alright? And it's sad that they got 9 times out of 10 this Israelite sister up here lying for them, man. To put on a face that's comfortable for us. You people gotta see this, man. They're lying to you in your face.
Dallas Fire Rescue also responded and took Mr. Jean to the hospital where he later died. At the very early stages of this investigation, initial indications were that we were dealing with an officer-involved shooting. However, as we continued the investigation, it became clear that we were dealing with what it appears to be much of a very unique situation. Therefore, we have ceased handling it under our normal officer-involved shooting protocol.
They ceased handling it under the protocol that they usually do every Black, Hispanic, and Native American people. They ceased to do it like they do us, man. Alright? To protect this white woman. To protect Esau, man. To protect her identity. But to us, what do, man? They put her up there. They put our people up on the internet and everything to be shown with our family watching. This thug killer ran and killed someone, man. Everyone has a story, man. But that's how they portray it every time when it's us. But look how they're saving her and portraying it differently when it's them.
A blood sample was drawn to test the officer's level for drugs or alcohol. And at my request, we are in the process of obtaining a warrant based on the circumstances that we have right now.
In the process.
We have also invited the Texas Rangers to conduct an independent investigation. They have just arrived a moment ago and they are currently being briefed. I have spoken with the Jean family, his sister Elisa specifically. My condolences have been given to them and we have reassured them that we
You
are
can give them so many condolences, but you know what you can't do? You can't bring their son back. You can't bring her brother back, man. You might as well just shut up, man. If you can't tell these people answers and tell them what the hell is going on, shut the hell up, man.
Diligently, and that we have invited an outside agency to investigate this. Right now, there are more questions than we have answers. We understand the concerns of this community, and that is why we are working as vigorously and as meticulously as we can to ensure the integrity of this case and that the integrity of the department is upheld. In doing so,
the integrity of the department, man. That's what they really worried about, man. They ain't worried about this brother dying, man. They ain't worried about this Israelite blood that they spilled. They ain't worried about that, man. What she just told you what she was really worried about the whole time, the integrity of the department, man. All right, you see how she stuttered when she said that, man.
We hope to bring understanding and clarity to the family. We ask.
Where's the clarity? Where is it?
This community and the media work alongside of us in this process. I'll take any questions.
What is the warrant for that you're in the process of trying to get?
Based on what we know right now, that warrant is for manslaughter.
Manslaughter. I dare one of you black brothers, so-called black brothers, one of you Israelite brothers, to go and kill a white lady in her house and shoot her with a gun. And you see what happened to your dumb ass. Alright? You see what they do to you. They gonna put you on first-degree murder, and you're gonna do 40 years to life, man. And I promise you that. I promise you that. But what do they say when it's done, man? Manslaughter. So, man, manslaughter is anywhere from 2 to, you could get 2 years for manslaughter, man. She could be right back on the streets. Bullshit, man.
Where is the officer now?
I am not certain where the officer is at this particular
time. I told you. This girl is free. She killed this man and she still hasn't even been charged, man. She says she's not even certain where she is at this time, man. But guarantee you, if you brothers went and did this, man, they would know exactly where you was. She would say, he's in the Dallas Correctional Department. All right, that's what she would say. But when she does it, look at her face, man. Her face says it all. The eyes is the window to the soul, man. Look at it. She knows she bullshitting, man. She knows she's throwing BS up our ears, man. That's why they put this black woman in front to tell you these things. You think she rules the whole police officer? I mean the whole police office? No, man. Not a bit. She don't run this. She don't run the police office. She don't run the police department. But look at her eyes, man. And she got what she representing right here. All right. Damn satanic shit, man.
Investigators talk to the officer?
Question the officer, not at this time, but they have spoken to her.
But as part of the investigation or just preliminary?
Preliminary.
They spoken to her. They didn't even question her. Let your black ass get in there, man. They gonna throw you in the damn DA office. It's gonna be black darkness, and they gonna sit down with you, and they gonna work day and night to get you to confess to something, man. But they've only spoken with her. They haven't questioned her yet. What are you doing, man? Why is it taking so long?
When they showed up on the scene.
So, Ms. Johnson, you're telling me that you're seeking a warrant, but you don't know the status of that individual, that officer? She's not in your custody right now. She's not in custody of the sheriff's department at this point?
I'm telling you, based on the circumstances that we had initially, the initial call that led us to the scene, we thought we were investigating an officer-involved shooting.
That's not what he asked. He asked specifically, are you saying that you're trying to go for charges for someone that's not even in you don't even know where they're at this moment? That's not even what he asked. But you see how she avoided the question and tried to go back to, oh, we thought that it was an officer-involved shooting at the beginning. That's why we came up on the scene. That's not the question he asked. He literally asked, okay, you're trying to pursue charges on this person, but you don't even know the whereabouts of him. He's not even in your custody. She's not even in y'all custody, man. Y'all don't even know where she's at. How can you be pursuing charges for her? She don't even, oh, I can't.
And we handled it accordingly. When we realized that the circumstances led us to another direction, that is why we are now investigating this incident separately. And that is why we have the Texas Rangers to assist us in that process.
Is that an officer-involved shooting because she was off duty? She was still in uniform?
That is correct.
Can you tell us what the officer was doing prior to that? Because there's put out a press release earlier saying she was tired, or she was working on shift. Can you give us some understanding of what she was doing?
Anything that I give you right now would be me speculating, and I won't speculate as to the officer's whether her fatigue level, what she did.
Where is the
because
clarity
I don't have
at,
that
man?
information. I can tell you what I know right now. I don't have that information.
What is the officer's name?
I can only answer one of you at a time. Mr. Rabb, your question was, what is the officer's name?
Yes, ma'am.
We will release the officer's name once she has been officially charged, like we would.
What? They haven't released her name yet, man. They still haven't released her name. But we know, all right, through the spirit of by Shema Mashiach Yahushua, that this devil Amber Guyger, whatever her name is, man, some devils, Amber Guyger, we know who she is, man. All right, you can hold it back, man. We don't care about y'all waiting, man. We know who this devil is, man. Oh my gosh.
Any other resident of this community.
Can you please describe, please specify that the Texas Rangers are conducting a criminal investigation, and if the Dallas Police Department is conducting an internal investigation as well?
Right now, we have the Texas Rangers. They are doing an independent investigation into this incident.
So does that mean that the Dallas Police Department is also continuing within the criminal investigation side of things?
That is not a true statement. I have the utmost respect for the Dallas Police Department. We have the hardest working and some of the best detectives in this country. And we respect our SIU. But right now, in order for us to be truly transparent to this community, based on the circumstances, we have invited the Texas Rangers to conduct this investigation. At this point, I'm not certain what time her shift actually ended.
One more question.
Can you please provide?
I don't even know where the shift ended.
Race of the officer, whether or not she was a patrol officer?
She was a patrol officer, and she is a Caucasian female.
All right, Chief. Did the officer know the victim?
I don't have that information.
Can you explain that first information at this time? We'll update you with more information.
No transparency, man. No transparency, man. At all. It's just crazy, man. Look, I got some scriptures to pull, man. I got some scriptures to pull. This devil has to deal with what we had to go through, man. There's just no way around it. The second address, man. Second address. Well, 15 and 8, man. I'm not finna hold nothing back against these wicked people, man. They do our people like this all the time, man. Alright? No more. Second address 15 and 8. I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness. Alright? Which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and the righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. Okay? So I'm not going to hold my tongue either, man. And the Lord's not either, man. The Lord's not going to, he's not caring about what y'all have to say no more, man. Esau, these other nations, y'all got to deal with what y'all did to the children of the most high living God, man. All right? We go to, if you can't see this, man, Esau's is been revealed as the wicked, man. They killed God's chosen people, man. Go to 2 Thessalonians 2 and 8. All right? And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. The wicked has been revealed, man. All right? Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders. They get their whole embodiment from this spiritual demon Satan, man. And so people don't understand, man. The white man is that's literally their embodiment. And with all deceivableness and unrighteousness, they're deceiving us people to make you think that some woman really went into this dude's house and shot him because she thought it was her apartment. They're deceiving you, man. And their unrighteousness. And them that perish because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. For this cause God shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie, man. If you believe in this, man, the Most High send you a strong delusion, man. All right? He give you those strong delusions, man, to complete his will, man. All right? But Esau is the wicked, man. And you can clearly see that. All right? Let's go to Malachi 1 and 4. It's just ridiculous, man. Malachi 1 and 4. Where Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts. They shall build and I will throw down, and they shall call them they shall call them the border of wickedness. Esau is the border of wickedness. You can see it by the works, man. And the people against whom the Lord have indignation forever. He's got hatred for them forever, man. Because of what they did to his people, man. This brother was just sitting around in his house, man. And got gunned down. Alright? It's ridiculous, man. Let me get Job, man. I just can't believe people, man. Job 9:24. Most people should know this, but the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. He made white Jesus, man. And the earth is given to him. They control everything, man. They control the way the justice system works. Why do you think they haven't released her name? Why do you think they haven't released anything about her, man? Because it's controlled by them. And he covered the faces of the judges thereof. He made white Jesus. And if not, where and who is he? If it's not the white man, who is it, man? The Arabs? That's what y'all say? You've lost your mind. The Arabs haven't did what they did to us, man. They haven't destroyed us as a people, man. The earth isn't given into the Arabs. The earth, there ain't no such thing as an Arab Jesus walking around, man. They don't say that. They got the white Jesus promoted through the earth, man. These people need to wake up, man. But they don't understand that the white man, they don't dug their own graves, man. They don't put their own death upon them, man. Let me get that too. And Psalm 7 and 15. People don't understand, man. They gonna have to be dealt what we was dealt. They gonna have to get their people killed like this, man. He made a pit and digged it, and is fallen into the ditch which he made. His mischief shall return upon his own head, and his violent dealing shall come upon his own plate. That's why these people dying, man. All right, this is why this white man, they people dying from overdoses, and they dying, and they getting their own plate back to him, man. All right, I will praise the Lord according to his righteousness, and will sing praise to the name of the Yahweh Most High. All right, so what people don't understand, man, this is crazy to me, man. It's righteous for this to be happening, man. That they're getting back the same thing in return, man. People don't understand that, man. They gotta pay for this, man. All right, they don't shed blood of the saints, man, the precious saints. Let me get that too. They don't shed our precious blood. And they gotta be dealt for that. Go to Revelations 16 and 5, I think. I think it's 5. Is that right? What I want? Yeah, Revelations 16 and 5. And I heard the angels of the water say, Thou art righteous, O Lord, which art and was and shall be, because thou hast judged us. It's righteous because the Most High don't judge these people, man, Esau. For they have shed the blood of saints and prophets, and thou hast given them blood to drink, for they are worthy. All right? And I heard another out of the altar say, Even so, Lord God Almighty, true and righteous are thy judgments. The Most High is righteous for giving them this judgment, man. All right? People don't understand that. All right? He's righteous for giving these people this judgment. All right? So we're going to go, get Psalms. We got to get Psalms 148. Got to get that. Psalms 148. Man, what is it? I'm not 148, 19 through 20. That's what I'm at. Change 19. It's, what the? Am I tripping? I think it's 147. I'm tripping. Yeah, I'm definitely tripping. He showed this word unto Jacob, his statutes and judgments unto Israel. He have not dealt so with any nation. He's not dealing with Esau, man. He's not dealing with their wickedness, man. He's not dealing with these other nations. And as for his judgments, they have not known them. All right, praise ye the Lord. The Most High, the Most High is only dealing with Israel, man. He's only dealing with these people that they're killing. All right, and murdering. All right, but the Most High gonna laugh when they darkness, when their family and their things are broken down, man, and what they work for is broken down. All right, Most High gonna laugh. Let me get that Psalms while I'm in here. Psalms 2 and 4. The Most High gonna laugh at them, man. He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh. Oh, the Lord shall have them in derision. He gonna have them in derision, man. All right. So people don't understand that, man. The Most High is gonna laugh. All right. When it's time for them to be destroyed, because they're gonna have to be destroyed just like us, man. All right, because they showed us no mercy, man. Esau, the white man, they don't show us no mercy. They walk into our houses and kill us dead. All right, but what if that was a white man? You think that would have played out like that? No. But because she's white, man, she can get manslaughter. You think the Most High has some shit made up called manslaughter, man? No, man. It's murder of his saints, and you another nation. I don't. Let's go to Isaiah, man. Isaiah 47. I gotta get this. They ain't showed us no mercy, so what does the Most High think? I was wroth with my people. I have polluted mine inheritance and given them unto the land. Thou didst show them no mercy. So they ain't showed us no mercy, man. They've killed us over and over and over and over again, man. All right? And they polluted. Look, I have polluted mine inheritance and given them into thine hand. He gave us into the white man's hand. All right? But sure in the Deuteronomy 28 chapter. All right? Thou didst show them no mercy. They showed us no mercy, man. They walk into our houses and kill us dead, man. While we just sitting there. All right? With a gun. I told you if it was a white man, there's no way that would have happened. And upon the ancient has thou very, very heavily laid the yoke. So y'all got to get that back, man. All right? Y'all got to get that back. So what I was telling you, man, she didn't show him no mercy, man. She shot and killed him dead. And you seen the way she was acting. She was crying and walking back and forth, man. That man ain't do nothing to her. So if you come back in a few days and you hear, oh, well, he charged at her or he tried to throw her down or something like that, you gonna know it's a lie, man, because she was sitting there walking back and forth, crying and making up madness. And calling the police. Knowing she had messed up, man. Man, they gotta be dealt with, man. Alright? They gotta be dealt with, man. It's just no way around it, man. You saw your day is coming, man. While I'm in Isaiah, we gotta get Isaiah 14 and 21. I already know what I want to end out with. Man. Alright? Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquities of their fathers. Alright? Prepare slaughter, man. It don't matter if you didn't have nothing to do with it. It don't matter if your father, if you not racist, so-called racist, or you not you didn't do it, but your fathers put us in slavery. It doesn't matter. That they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. Alright? That's what's gonna happen to them, man. I gotta get one and we gotta get two. Of course, we gotta get two. We're gonna get 1 and 2. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob. He gonna have mercy on Jacob. That's the only nation he gonna have mercy on. Alright? Israel. And will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land. And the stranger shall be joined in them. And they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. Alright? This is what's gonna be like in heaven, man. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place. For the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord. We're going to possess them in heaven, man. For servants and handmaids. They're going to be doing what our people was doing, what we wasted our whole life doing. And they shall take them captives who captives they were. And they shall rule of their oppressors. By Shema Mashiach Yahushua. We're waiting on that day, man. All right? Where this white lady killing our brother, she gonna have to be kissing our feet, man. All right? She gonna be doing whatever we tell her to do. We might just put her to death, man. Whatever the Most High put the Spirit on us to do, man. All right? That's what a lot of people don't understand, man. These people are wicked, man, and they gotta be dealt with accordingly, man. All right? So you can't just forget what these people do. You can't, and that's what a lot of people. They got that feeling, man, but because they can't get over the feelings of, oh, man, that's still a person. No, man, these people are literally the physical embodiment of Satan, man. And you can't tell by the acts. That's why, man, the people that's high up in their world, they got to be brung down to be our slaves, man. All right? Because our people wasted our whole life for them. All right? And did everything for them. And we still get killed. It's Isaiah 49:23, and this is my last scripture. And kings shall be thy nursing fathers, and their queens thy nursing mothers, and they shall bow down to thee with their face toward the earth, and lick up the dust of thy feet. They're going to literally lick up the dust of our feet, man. All right? And they shall know that I am the Lord. They're going to know Yahweh by Shema Mashiach Yahushua. All right? For they shall not be ashamed that wait for me. All right? So kings going to be nursing mothers, man. All right? I mean, queens going to be nursing mothers, man. And kings going to be nursing fathers. All right? They're going to be doing exactly everything's gonna be flipped, man. Because the Most High is the most righteous God and the only God. Alright? By Shema Mashiach Yahushua. And with that, man, I gotta end it, man. I hope you people see how evil these people is, man. How they do us, man. I had to do a video on this in the spirit through this, man, because no one else was caring about it, man. Israel, you gotta be mad about this, man. Alright? We gotta do something about this. You gotta stand up for our brother, man. Alright? Shout out to Sakari brothers for putting me on and letting me know the story, man. Gorilla Hebrew, man, let me know the story and let me be able to, even expound on it, man. Because I didn't even know. Because it's not blasted in the news. Those things I showed you, they was there in the news for a little while. They weren't running it back and over and over again because they trying to hide it. All right? But with that, we'll give all praise to Yahweh by Shema Mashiach Yahushua. All right? And Shalom.